And we are live with episode 14 of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Slightly later stream today. Anyway. Yes, okay. West Street is just by the mini velo bike. Next is residential district. Okay. Residential district. Anything there? No. Okay, after that, the entertainment district. You gotta speak to Ilya. I think there's something we're supposed to buy from here as well. I need 44? I don't have that. I am not... did my cap card just die on me for a second? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this one. We need to go talk to Ilya. Yep, that's my capture card. I think my capture... I don't think it's dying. I think there's something wrong with the connection. Hold up. Yeah. Maybe that'll fix it. Because everything, it might be the final cable. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, there seems to be something up. Hold on. Come on, give me something. Oh? It's the comeback. Okay, so it looks like there's some weird bottleneck happening, I think. Which is fine. That is indeed very weird. Yeah, there's some kind of bottleneck. I don't know where it's coming from. But that's... I will deal with that later. Speak to Ilya at the second floor. Ilya's actually on the second floor. What are you doing up here, Ilya? Oh, if it isn't my favorite little guy and his merry band of friends. I guess you're here to give us some encouraging words before the revival debut? Something like that. Or you're looking in on how Sully and Risha's rehearsal is going. You know it. I can get a great view from up here without them noticing. It's good to see they don't need me there to give it their all. You both remind me of myself when I first joined the troupe. I guess even you were a rookie at some point. Kinda hard to imagine though, huh? Feel free to tell us all about it. We've got the time. It's not that I mind, but I wouldn't want to bore you kids to tears. Promise you won't. We'd love to hear your story. I remember all the papers mentioning how high expectations were for your first performance. So you had captivated the city even before debuting. So may I ask, what was it that made you pursue a career on the stage in the first place? Good question. I'd say it all started when I watched Arkansas back in my childhood. Oh, I get it. So you wanted to be just like them, is that it? No, not exactly. It's true their productions were impressive even then, with their talented casts and elaborate sets. But at the end of every show, I would always feel like something was missing, and I just couldn't accept it. What do you mean? Everyone and their mothers would go on about how amazing Arkansas was. I was afraid there might be something wrong with me to think otherwise. There was tiny baby Alia thinking, come on, I could do better than that. Can you imagine a total amateur like me thinking she could outshine Arkansas if she was just given a chance? Wow, so you were just as passionate even when you were little. With an attitude like that, I could already see all the friends you made when you finally landed a spot in the troupe. I won't deny it, I was a talentless, inexperienced amateur dancing on the toes of the real pros. But in my heart, I believed I could be the one to raise the bar. I told myself that if I let my performance do the talking, then eventually I'd earn their respect and win them over. Which made you who you are today. Maybe. You kids know by now that I'm a perfectionist. The catch is, I don't believe Arkansas has ever put on a perfect show. Oh! That's why I went out in my mind 2 diamonds in the rough, Arisha and Sully. With the 2 of them at my side, I believe we're oh so close to putting on the ultimate show I've dreamed of. Wow, you, Ilya, you're more... you're the most ambitious person I've ever met. They say hard work beats talent every time. But in your case, Ilya, both of them apply in spades. There really is no one like you. Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh please, you don't have to flatter me over a boring story like mine. If you guys finally have a night off, you should come see us put on our revival performance. We should Sully are going to set the stage on fire with yours truly. It's going to be our greatest production yet. Of course, count us in. We look forward to seeing you put on the show of your dreams, Ilya. This is reminiscent about my early days in the troupe. Enough about that, you should come see us, blah blah blah, and you gotta... Yeah. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we've seen, like, the revived Arkansas in, like, Cold Steel or something. Although that wouldn't make any sense, because wouldn't Risha be trapped with the rest of the SSS? I don't know. Today's been a weird day. It's a good thing they can't access the stage from down here. No, I need this one. Bro, it's gonna take me fucking forever to figure out what the hell is wrong with the connection. It's not the capture card. We've established that much. Something between the 2 HDMI switches. Look, Risha and Sully are on stage. Is that Sully's Star Princess costume? It's gorgeous. Yeah, we'll take a closer look at Sully. It seems a little uncomfortable up there. How is that, Avant? Perfect, right? It's gonna be blown away by my skills. Well, I would give it passing marks, yes. That's all. What about you, Risha? Tell me what you think. I didn't miss a single step, right? If I had to offer a word of advice, Sully, it'd be to put a little more emotion into your movements. Ah! It's difficult to explain, but it may help to picture yourself the way you want the audience to see you. I want them to see me. Can't you be more specific? No! Right, he's right. She's struggling. We should probably leave them be. I agree. This would be a bad time to interrupt. No, interrupt. Damn. Rest in pepperonis. Tech support with John. Not happening. At least not on stream. Back alley as well as the administrative district. Music box, music box, music box. I hate that they're constantly stopping us from going in there. Very interesting. Debate over defense is even less civil on the Orbital net. Majority of people seem to be in favor of it at the moment, that is. Seems I'll have a steady stream of entertainment for a while. Let the Discord rage on, I say. Oh my god, Imelda. Next, we have Harbor District or Central Square. Harbor District skips over East Street, though. No, we have Central Square. We gotta go to the cafe. And then after that, we have East Street, Downtown, and IBC. Okay, so... I love how I was actually struggling to get the capture card to even work. Or at least the signal to work, I guess I should say. The capture card's fine. Roberts or Jonah? Who the... Oh, Theo, and I see you've brought the rest of the SSS. What's up, guys? Been a while. Hello, Chief Roberts. Jonah. The two of you here for lunch. Yeah, so I wanted Jonah here to try eating healthy for once in his life. He had nothing but pizza while he was living at the Foundation's headquarters in Lehman State. Ah yes, how could I ever forget? And what's this? I see he's barely touched any of his veggies. You're right, his plate is nothing but peppers and carrots now. Being a picky eater isn't good for you, Jonah. Don't treat me like some dumb kid, I'll eat whatever I want. Coming to a sit-down restaurant is a total waste of my time. I mean, forks, knives, why even bother? It's much easier to just inhale a couple slices of pizza while I'm on the computer. I mean, absolute fucking mood. This can't be. You mean to say these scrumptious vegetables don't light up your palate? It's all my fault. I only wanted to eat something more nutritious. I got it. I'll summon chefs from across Zimuria to create the ultimate vegetable dish. One that even you can appreciate. Could you cut it out already? And you wonder why we think you're so freaking annoying. You want me to stop being picky? Fine, just watch me. Ah, it's like eating weed. Maybe changing his ways won't be so easy after all. If only. Oh, I just remembered. You guys found out something about that clown dude who hacked the tower while you were at Michelin, right? Official police business, Jonah. We can't comment. He's right. We did meet him at Michelin, but we should keep that what happened that night under wraps for now. So that's gonna be hung well fine. Anyway, ever since the tower incident, he hasn't shown up again on the net. But still have to make him pay me back double for trashing my base. So if you hear any more details, send them my way, okay? Well, we can't promise you anything. Why you gotta be such a stick in the mud? All you gotta do is upload the info into your database. Then I can just hack into it later and take a look-see for myself. Just get serious right now. You should really consider behaving yourself on occasion now that the IBC is supporting you. To that end, I'd appreciate it if you kept a close eye on him, Chief. Can't allow him to run rampant now that basic orbital network laws have gone into effect. That's absolutely right, too. You're under my care now, Jonah. I'm going to be watching over you like a hawk 24 hours a day. Hey, don't come on, Tio. You know what kind of hell you're putting me through? We should leave, everyone. Sure. Passing the book is an art, and I'd say she's got it down pat. Woo! This is cheap babysitting me 24 hours a day. Why can't you find a hobby or something? I'm gonna get you for this, Tio. Work here is done. Let us be off, everyone. Stop ignoring me. Tio sure knows how to keep him on a tight leash. Yeah. Don't you worry, Tio. I'll take full responsibility for Jonah moving forward. Is your problem now? I mean, I'm counting on you, Chief. Tio gets along a lot better with Chief Robert when Jonah's here to take some of the heat off. Yeah! Yeah! I love it! I love it! And we need to go to the kitchen now. Kitchen. CP plus 20 if I make this. Pasta, cure seal. I think the best one was the pizza. Oh geez, that's a bit broken. Accuracy plus 50%. I already have like 80 on one of on I think Noel. Why do I have this? Oh, I have it for Ariel, if I'm remembering right. It was Io and Wazi who are finished. Because I need 12. I just need 12 for Wazi. If I can get, like, hit 2. Yeah. The SSS, fancy meeting you here. Hey Reese, are you here for lunch? Indeed, I came to town on my break for something to eat. The fried rice at this restaurant is simply delectable. Oh Reese, you haven't lost your love for food. And she's right though, that does look good. But what about the plate count? She's gonna put Shan through college at this rate. I'm guessing that's a kid? There's something odd about seeing a church sister in a place like Long Lao with an odd combination. Ellie doesn't seem to think that this is out of the ordinary for Reese at all. Return to the cathedral soon. Our doors are always open to you if you need the church's assistance. Yes, yes. And there's the back rooms where, you know, the backroom dealings, you know, the criminal underbelly. Acerbic Tomartian? Oh, we gotta get something for Kea. That was a... Bitterburger. Hold. Uh... Wait! Okay, it's not, it's not one of the, fuck's sake, I can't... Words, John. It's not one of the recipes. But it's not in the consumables either. Because if I open up consumables and other items, it only gives me the basic items and then food ingredients. Okay, there's only one thing we can do. We gotta roam around until I find where... burger. You know what? Better idea. Trails to Azure. Bitter burger. I swear, if it's... Reddit, come on! It's light burger. Light burger, bad. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Anyway, I should probably mention. Okay, it's the recipe. Light burger. Fresh picked leaf, acerbic tomato, and beast flesh. I can't make 3 of them! Ah! Unless I get beast flesh with the hold up. Okay, I need to fail. Fail at, light burger, which is stupid. Not enough items. Marbled steak, sesame oil, honey syrup. Wait, no. It needs 1 and I have 5. Okay. Wazzy? Wazzy or Ellie? Okay, I need to go into the general store. It should have it? I forgot how much I needed. We need 5? 5 tomatoes, 5 leaves. I think that's correct. No, I had enough milk flour and I just bought a ton. Okay. So, here's how we're gonna do it. Because I can't believe I'm doing this. We're gonna save scum it. Because that's the only option we have. Alright. First things first, system, save. We're starting off the stream with some save scumming. The goal is thus. Wait. Ellie. We need 3 bitter burgers. Oh. Ouch! Ouch! We got 3 light burgers. She actually succeeded. I did not expect that. We just need 3 bitter burgers. Everything else is irrelevant. There's no fucking way. There's actually no fucking way. She made 4 of them. I'm being trolled. The game is fucking trolling me. I don't know why Jingle wants 3 bitter burgers. for a Martian, but fuck! So close! That cat food! Ah! I need 3 bitter burgers. No! Come on, come on. Let's get it this time. Come on. There's no way. There's no way. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm now upset. Oh! Risha Malfigure's coming today. Never mind, it's here. As of 22 minutes ago. What the absolute fuck is a cautionary failure? I just... I almost went to the title screen. Yes! Let's go! We did it! Fuck's sake. Man, if I had a bunch of gold salmons. Quartz. I can... Oh, because I have shield fucking hell. Now, if I replace this with Speed Breaker, 1, 2, 4. And we have 6 on time. Oh, I don't need Speed Breaker. The... Sparkdyne. So I have 9, 6, and 4. This won't help. Really, this like last one, I'm just gonna give her defense. I need 12. $12 would give me both. It would give me Thunder Cyclone. But I have 9. 9 plus 4. Well, no, because this is 3. But this should bump it up to thing anyway. I would need 3 wind and like 2 thing. Cast 2 might actually be better. Oh, impede. Would that work? No, because then I'd be missing a thing. I need 2 of this as well. That gives 3. There. So next level, she'll be finished as well. See? My only issue now is I need... Alright, that should do it. I just realized I have 2 for Kia now. Anyway, Trinity! Now that that's over with. We gotta speak to Vese. I don't know who that is. Oh, so it's always something new whenever random. Down here, lady, huh? I'm starting to get a little jealous referring some customers to my place after they have a drink. That'd hardly be safe, and I find it difficult to believe you are doing well for yourself already. You got me there. Get along well enough. It doesn't surprise me they're both a little on the screwy side. Say that as if you don't fit right in. The worst things in the blender earlier. Was the end result even drinkable? I could have helped him if he just asked. Wait. Hazel and Liang always look like they're having fun when they whip up new cocktails. So I tried to make one too. So they look too funky to put on the menu, but the ingredients are definitely good for the body. Here, try it for yourself. Oh, thanks. What the fuck did he just give me? Oh. I mean, not useless. Anyway, last thing we need to do is the IBC. I wish there was a way to get like set. Oh, I could do quartz. Hold on a second. Windy boy quartz. Why is it using? Oh, I can't exchange a single quartz. Anyway, it's fine. Says if you're looking for the acting CEO, she's currently on a business trip abroad. Acting CEO? That would be Belle. The board of directors assumed most of her father's duties. Assume most of her father's duties as CEO, and she was appointed shortly after. For the time being, that makes her the head of the IBC. Damn, that's pretty impressive for someone her age. But already surprising knowing Maribel. I think it's crazy no matter how you slice it. Her workload's a lot heavier now than it was before, I'm guessing. Yes, that would be correct. Unfortunately, the board of directors is doing everything it can to lend its support and lift some of the burden. Now she's the acting CEO. Her duties are taking her far, wide, and everywhere in between. Yeah, they must be. I can't imagine how busy she must have been these last few weeks. Incidentally, Miss Crow should be returning sometime this evening. Now her schedule puts her right back to work tomorrow with several business meetings and consultations with our various departments. Sorry, but I don't think you'll be able to see her for the time being. Ah, that reminds me though. Miss Croy did leave a message for you. Is this a Palm Party account? Maribel plays too. Oh, surprised. As head of the technology department, it only stands to reason that I have an interest. Go ahead and register my account if you would. I'd be happy to use my skills to put you in your place. That's exactly how it reads. Or is it now? Something else you should wrote especially for Lloyd. Even got his exact reaction. You're undoubtedly correct. I wouldn't put it past Belle. It's just as Miss McDowell says, you always did know her best. It sounds like she was an acting CEO for nothing. And that impression of her was spot on too. Bravo, miss. I may have been laying it on its head, thing. Regardless, that was her message. Miss Croy is never far from a noble terminal. You may challenge her whenever you see fit. Right, I'll keep it in mind. No. Exchange. Bye. Sleepy cat. Anyway, there's a Teal. Okay. When we get asked for a partner, we need to go to Theo. Stranger danger. Okay, we need to go to the police station! It's time to begin the quests in earnest, an hour into stream. We gotta talk to Pierre! Oh, we also have a fragment we need to turn in. I've delivered to our friend, blah blah blah. Margaret, how could you do this to me? You never died rather than before. What changed? I have to do something before I lose her for good. I must. Heyo! It's Vice Commissioner Pierre. And after you see him on the first floor, looks like something's troubling him. Yes, Sess, how long have you all been standing there? Don't tell me you heard what I was saying just now. Well, we didn't catch anything specific, if that makes you feel better. They did mention something about a Margaret having eyes for other men. Ooh, could that be the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner? How dare you? You watch your slanderous mouth. Margaret is the name of my missus. Missus? You mean your wife? Yes, you fool. Between losing my wedding ring and being passed over for the role of commissioner, she's been nagging me like never before. Wait, what am I doing telling you all of this? That's right, the Vice Commissioner came off as pretty whipped when he lost his ring. That was months ago, but from the sound of things, it's still giving him grief. So be it, I have no other choice. Beggars can't be choosers at times like these. Look alive, SSS, I'm giving you a top secret mission straight from your Vice Commissioner. Top secret? What are you talking about? I'll be frank, I'd like for you to investigate my wife. You want us to look into your old lady? When utilizing your position for private matters not violate department policy. You let me worry about department policy. Time is of the essence here. Consider a formal support request or whatever they're called, if it makes you feel better. Now, what do you say? I guess that we could. What should we do? I mean, technically, this is the correct one. We're police officers, not manager handlers. But we're gonna help the poor guy out. Okay, you clearly need a hand, so can you start over from the beginning? You'll really help me then? Good. I'll tell you everything you need to know, but not out in the open. Follow me up to my office, we can discuss the details there. Your wife has been seeing a host. That's right. As I understand it, she's been going to several such clubs lately. I was one host in particular whom she's been meeting with in secret. And you're positive this man is a host? I was about to ask the same thing. Don't you think you should have a little more faith in your wife? I do, but I decided to risk it all to find out for sure. That's how I came across the evidence in her purse. Margaret's meeting with a man named Clyde. It was right there in her daily planner. Wait. Clyde? I'm pretty sure we know a Clyde. Meh. I know Clyde is the name of the dumb bot on Discord that, like, will stop you from posting Pokemon pics, because it's lewd. Which makes absolutely no sense. Look at the Discord, see what's going on. Minecraft, because I left it on the Minecraft chat. Anyway, it's right there in our daily planner. What kind of man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host. I wouldn't call that irrefutable, but I won't say he's categorically wrong either. Yeah, what the fuck kind of name is Clyde? Hey, yo, chat. Is anyone here named Clyde? If your name is Clyde, tweet at me. Dude's asking for every straw he can find. Does he think she's single host, dude? I'm sorry to tell you, but I've never heard of one who goes by Clyde. And believe me, I would have. What? Seriously, was he? Hey, it's a social business. Generally speaking, I know the names of all the hosts working the clubs in the entertainment district. I can't rule out the chance that he's some rookie who slipped my notice, though. Wait just a minute. You seem awfully knowledgeable about all of this. Don't tell me you're that new addition to the SS, the one who is, in fact, a host? Why, yes. You scoundrel. You remember the police force. What would people say if they found out what you did off duty? Please try to calm down, Vice Commissioner. What matters right now is figuring out what exactly your wife has been up to. Yeah, okay, now it's even more sus. He's not a host. Which is even more sus. That just makes it even more sus. That's right. And trust us, we've already tried to lecture him on that particular issue. There's no getting through to him. Their words, not mine. Back on topic. You mentioned searching through your wife's purse, correct? Not that I condone the act, but did you find anything else that might benefit? Yeah, I don't condone looking into your wife's purse either. Or girlfriend, or fiance, or sister, or mother, or cousin, or what have you. Just never go through a woman's purse. Full stop. Well, let me think. Ah, now I remember. Appointment reminders also had a location penciled in alongside them. Apparently she's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square almost every afternoon. Restaurant Central Square? You mean Vincept? This Clyde truly is a host. Why would you meet your wife in broad daylight? It's not uncommon, a little secret tryst while the husband's at work. That's more often than you think. Plenty of hosts have regulars they only meet with during the day. Then I'm right, aren't I? Again, Vice Commissioner, settle down. And can you stop riling him up on purpose, Wazzy? Who, me? Why, I'd never. At any rate, I think we have a good grasp of the situation now. Do you mind stepping back and leaving the investigation to us? Fine, whatever you think is best. Just make sure you get to the bottom of this. But do so with the utmost discretion. Am I clear? Understood. We'll get right on it. Man, I can't believe we agreed to this. To be fair, the Vice Commissioner did seem genuinely concerned about his wife. I think it's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter for ourselves. If we must. So where should we begin? Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. If his wife has been there with this alleged host often, we might be able to get some information from the two directly. Sounds like as good a place to start as any. Shall we be off? Why is he so into this? Yeah. Man, I miss Cold Steel. It's even funnier in Cold Steel because you have Fee, you have Angie, whose full first name I don't remember. It might just be Angie. You have Muse hearing of someone possibly cheating. Oh my lord. All hell would break loose. Ah, I miss Muse's shenanigans. That's the department store. No one needs that. Vincept. Look. You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. Oh, Clyde, you always have such a way with words. That's the man we were told about, and sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife. Ayo? Just from the look of her sprite thing, it's probably hot. Which again makes me wish for the art style of thing. Yeah? Oh. So this is Clyde, is it? He doesn't look like any host I've ever met before. We should grab a seat nearby so we don't call any attention to ourselves. There's a chance we'll manage to find something out. Understood. Split up and sit at different tables then. Oh yes, I looked over that pamphlet from before, and after seeing those photos, well, I just about fell in love on the spot. Did you now? Perhaps two of us could go and visit sometime then. If you'd like, I could even arrange for a room at the hotel. Oh no, there's no need for that. I've already gone. The view is just magnificent. Not a single thing to complain about. That's wonderful. It certainly simplifies things too. Now we can move the plans forward a bit and... They used to cuff around each other. Do these two not have any situational awareness whatsoever? Like, holy crap! It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off. To start, the guy's being way too much of a kiss ass. We still don't have any decisive evidence yet. Though, oh yeah, he's definitely not a host. Remember, we've seen Wazzy at work. Let's keep listening in then. With that out of the way, I'll just excuse myself. Of course, of course. Oh, and I'll see you again at the club? At New Blanc in the Entertainment District, yes. You can expect me there, ma'am. Won't want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary. I can hardly wait. That sounds sus as fuck. I guess the date is over. What should we do, Lloyd? We have to find out anything concrete. Let's keep tailing them. Randy, Wazzy, and I will go after Clyde. Ellie, Tio, and Noel, you three follow Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted no matter what. Understood. Let's blow this joint. Things are heating up nicely. Yeah, they are. Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. I brought what we discussed. Ah, yes, thank you very much, sir. So, how did things go? Very well, actually. She's been quite enthusiastic about the idea. We'll be closing the deal later at Nuit Blanc. That's good to hear. Well, it's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything's in order. It's all up to you now, Clyde. Secure this contract and it'll rocket you straight to the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir. A contract and the firm. Is he a lawyer? Of some kind? Okay, Clyde, you've got this. Man has a car. I was about to read, there's no way. Okay. There goes, the guy sure is fired up. And from the sound of it, he's meeting up with the vice commissioner's wife at Nuit Blanc. What should we do now? No need to keep tailing him now that we've got what we need, right? Yeah, let's contact Ellie and the others. We should regroup at Police HQ for now. I think we have just enough to nail down who this Clyde person really is. Afterward, Lloyd contacted Ellie and the others who had started shadowing the vice commissioner's wife. They decided to meet at the police department to relay the information to the vice commissioner. Well, how'd the investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with the host or what? Just calm down, vice commissioner. Ellie, what happened when you trailed Miss Margaret? Well, we watched her as closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She eventually went back home to the residential district. She didn't meet anyone else on the way. However, she does plan to meet this Clyde person at Nuit Blanc later. What? What does he think he's doing? Taking my wife to see a place like that? That's the last straw. I'll assemble an entire SWAT team and storm Nuit Blanc. Told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. Last thing you want to do is send armed officers there. You know, considering who owns the place. Well, what am I supposed to do there? Yeah, please do not send armed police officers into the Jaeger base. That's a bad idea. For every second we waste, that host gets closer to singing his lecherous fangs to my Margaret. I don't think you have to worry about her falling prey like that. At least not as far as hosts are concerned. What do you mean? Wazzy had to figure it out from the start, but I don't think this Clyde is a host at all. Pardon me. If he isn't a host, then what in Adios name is he? He's not a host! Could be a con artist. Let's see what the guide says. Oh, and apparently he's a salesman. From what you could tell, Clyde is most likely a salesman. A salesman? Going off his speech patterns, it did sound like he wanted to sell something, just not his body or a good time. Exactly, his attitude in itself is proof that he's anything but a host. Gentlemen such as myself work hard to give lonely... Damn it, Wazzy, why do you have to say things in other languages? I don't know the word, I can't read it. A reprieve from their otherwise painfully mundane lives. Top-class host escorts his lady with courtesy, but he would never humble himself more than necessary. We aren't there to grovel. I don't know if I'd put it quite like Wazzy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. For what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look at all like they were having an affair. If pushed, I'd say that it came off more as a buyer and seller. That's the impression I got anyway. Seeing as they've met several times now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal of some kind. Even if all this is true, just what sort of purchase is he sweet-talking my wife into? Well, if we keep running with this theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. Clyde most likely deals in real estate. So he was trying to sell our property. And I mentioned it. Michelin came up during their conversation at Vincept. At first, I thought it was about a vacation, but that pamphlet suggested otherwise. Yeah, it was probably promoting upscale properties for sale in Michelin. Plus, after we tailed him to the Harbor District, Clyde received something from a man in a suit. That's right. The way they spoke to each other gave me the sense that it was his boss. He might have been delivering him contract, not contact, some sort that needed her signature. If we piece all this together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with your wife about buying a property. And it's going along smoothly. Miss Margaret was so receptive, she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this is all true, it would explain why she's been meeting with this man so often. And yeah, it's all starting to fall into place. And today they entered the final negotiations, which means the contract will be signed during their meeting at Nuit Blanc. Yes, I think I get the gist of it now. Wait just a second. That would mean Margaret's trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me, wouldn't it? I'm not made of money. Does she know how little a vice commissioner makes? So how does the woman expect to scrounge up that kind of mirror? Maybe she took out a loan? That's a possibility. It may have even convinced her to take out an unreasonably large one. This is worse than I could have imagined. I know what I must do. I'm going to storm into Nuit Blanc myself. I am not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. I'll give this Clyde fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there if it's the last thing I do. Thus spoke the henpecked husband. I feel like we just flipped some horrible switch inside of him. Tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we all go and lend you a hand? Wouldn't it be wise to charge into Nuit all by your lonesome, don't you think? I can't argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go? You have a real penchant for chasing drama, you know that, Wazzy? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Regardless, if we don't hold them back, I highly doubt anyone else will. Yeah, we don't got much choice. I'm not too stoked about it, but I think I can get us into the place. My old pal Zach's probably on bouncer duty at the door right about now. What the devils you're all mumbling about over there? I'm headed for Nuit Blanc, and you're coming with me. That's final. Yes, sir. I mean, we were about to suggest just that. And that's what's up. Think you can let us squeeze on by Zach's? Oh, and we want to keep this a secret from Shirley and Uncle Sigmund. But I'm sure he already knew that part. Just wondering when you'd show up again. Didn't think it'd be as an errand boy, though. You really have lost your touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Just like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already. I think this is the same Jaeger we saw in front of Crimson & Co. before. Gulp. Alright, alright. I'll look the other way this once. Think of it as a little favor from me to you. Just don't stir up any trouble inside, got it? I won't say peep to the young miss or the vice leader either. Sound good? Just dandy. Well, I played my part. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so you'd better get inside if you're gonna ambush them. Think I'm gonna see this one out, though. That's fine. We should keep a lower profile anyway. Well, I'm going in one way or another. Now decide amongst yourselves who else will be joining me. Someone's worked up about this. His bravado's carried him too far to back down now. I'll go. I've been looking forward to this since we took his request. The Vice Commissioner, Lloyd, and myself should be plenty, yes? Yeah, that should work. The rest of us will remain here on standby then. Make sure to contact us with your enigmas if you need backup. Will do. K2, let's head inside. Yes, in we go. I wish we could go inside the building. Like, we can never, like, walk in and just around. Which is annoying to me. Okay, request your wife and that man be seated at the table over here once they enter the club. I see, that'll do just fine. And it turns out, if it is some crooked real estate agent, I'll see to his arrest myself. Believe me when I say I'd love to see that. Don't look now, but I think that's them over there. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 under Clyde. Ah, yes, right this way, sir. My, but this is a fancy club. Oh, is this your first time visiting, Margaret? I think you've already seen everything Crosswell has to offer with your husband so high up in the police. Oh, please, that's alright. He may be the vice commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out to dinner. My apologies, then. It may only be noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Quiet you. I don't need to tell me what to do. It's one of this snooty little room is beyond my means. A dingy bar suits me better. What's wrong with that? Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex. Yeah. Bringing him with us was a mistake. Yeah. Okay, we'll get down to business then. As you requested the purchase agreement for the villa in Michelin's residential area. Step aside your name on the dotted line, it's all yours. Oh, how I've been waiting for this moment. I'd be more than happy to sign. You're right, it's a contract for a property at the resort. So what's the plan now? We still haven't learned whether this deal is on the up and up or not. Stay. Stay away from my wife, you charlatan. What? Pierre? Oh no. This can only go well. What in the world are you doing here? Get this deal at once, Margaret. This crooked realtor is swindling you. Beg your pardon? Now hold on just a moment. Crooked, I haven't done anything wrong in the least. Oh, funny joke, common man. You can't fool me. Here. You're inviting Daddy, my wife, buttering her up into taking some kind of ridiculous loan out on this property, aren't you? Here. It'll be a cold day in Gehenna before I let you sink your growing falls into us like that. Pierre. Stay silent woman. This is CPU's Vice Commissioner. Oh, Pierre. I'm sorry, Snickums. That was the quickest surrender I've ever seen. Did you hear that whip crack? Yeah, we all did! You go, Margaret! Goddess, how do I put up with you? Supposed to be a vice commissioner. How can you so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? Have you no shame? Well, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah. Hold on. Are you saying this is all a misunderstanding? Wait, it is? Well, now I'm hooked. Go on, Margaret. Spill that tea and don't leave a drop. Very well. Firstly, Clyde here is a respectable realtor who deals in luxury properties. Your assessment was wrong to begin with. There's nothing crooked about him at all. But understand, we don't nearly have enough funds to splurge for something like that. Actually, I recently took up trading stocks in my spare time and have been making a tiny profit ever since. So his wife is richer than him. Oh, that is absolutely based. I love it. Mostly because the man has the biggest inferiority complex I have ever seen. Man makes Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto look confident. These past few days I've earned more than your salary could in half a decade. Ouch. The stocks. To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. You're a pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eye. Even your position was only earned through luck and connections. You don't know if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late night drinking binges are straining our finances. You were in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line after the old one was dismissed. But then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your sour grapes have made you grouse and complain incessantly ever since. Isn't that a little harsh, ma'am? Honestly, I didn't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consulted Clyde. I hope to use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. Plan was to separate from you before eventually filing for a divorce. Originally, that is. Ow. Out come the claws. Now it's getting good. That's not claws. Those are fangs and claws. Yikes. This woman was planning a divorce. My heart. I don't feel bad for the dude, by the way. Were you born without the ability to feel compassionate? Wait, did you say originally? Huh? I did. You were going to resolve this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? To now, you've been too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through with all of this. Tonight, I want you to come home so we can sit down and talk this through together. Margaret. I'm sorry, Clyde, but we're going to have to put this purchase on hold. That can be. Margaret, we were so close. It's not as if I've canceled the deal entirely, but it was wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. Pierre and I may not be separating, but the property still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would prefer to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll just excuse myself then. He's just like, oh. I hope she gets the property. Turns out Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. It makes me feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Oh, who cares about his feelings? What matters is that we kept the vice commissioner seeking marriage afloat. I should be going too, Pierre. I'll see you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work, understood? Yes, Nookums. I love it. And so he dons the leash yet again. Good. Damn, excellent work today, SSS. We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to know your wife wasn't being taken advantage of. It's all well and good, yes, but now I'm going to be paying out the nose for a villa I've never even seen before. Thank the goddess for not getting divorced, at least. I suppose we could use the new place as a weekend retreat. Margaret did seem charmed by it, for what it's worth. Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta give in and let the lady have what she wants. Sometimes. Randy, in Pierre's case, it's all the time. He has no backbone, which is funny. Besides, the funds are coming out of our own stock market earnings in the first place. There's a whole different can of worms. How did market even manage to? As if I need another reminder of how much more capable she is than me. That's not her fault. You reap what you sow, as they say. Be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. You have my thanks, SSS. Anytime, Vice Commissioner, you can always count on us. We'll just show ourselves out now. Yeah. Holy shit, that quest! I love it. I absolutely love it. So, we gotta do a bunch of quests now. The world is ending, chat. The world is ending. Travel to Armorica Village. The next quest we're doing is Armorica Village, even though... I love how our police cruiser says police on it. Gotta try to talk to the chief. I don't know if I have this, so I'm just gonna buy it anyway. It's the man! Just what does my fool of a son think he's doing? It's concerning, yes. I believe this policy has been... Hello, Chief Toto. You called for the special sports section? Oh, and Mr. Hayworth is here, too. There you all are. I've been waiting. Take it you've seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Why are you here, though, Mr. Hayworth? As it so happens, he has a stake in this particular problem as well. After talking things over, Chief Toto and I decided it would be prudent of us to consult with the SSS. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for professional investigation. If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. Call description mentioning that this had to do with your son, correct? Yes, it's a very complicated matter. I can brief you all on all the details if you're ready to accept the request. Is now a good time? We're ready to help, Chief Toto. Tell us everything we need to know. Thank you, SSS. I'm in your debt once again. So what's going on? My son, Derek, has been acting strangely recently. I get the sense he has some kind of sinister plan in the works. Sinister? Is it really that bad? Well, I don't know the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going through that boy's head at all. See, not long ago, Derek told Harold that Armory would no longer be doing business with him. Eh? Really? Why would he do that? Haven't you always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here ever since we started doing business. Came to see Chief Toll today because I was afraid there had been some kind of misunderstanding. And let me guess, the chief here was just out of the loop as you were. Am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to wrong Mr. Hayworth like this. Losing a customer in him would have been a grave loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. It certainly is strange. What reason could Derek have to go over your head and make a decision like that so rashly? It's exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. In doing so, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek has been meeting with a foreigner from out of state recently. A foreigner? We don't have very many details on him for the moment. All we know is that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors. Nothing so suspicious, quite like a secret meeting. Quite right. As such, my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he truly is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it at once. Apologize if this comes off as rude, but is something like this truly worth submitting your support request for? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. Don't think that's our call, Teo. Embarrassed to say so, but the young lady is correct. Derek and I have been at odds on how best to run the village for a long time. I've tried to confront him about this, but I can never get an answer out of him. As his father, it pains me to admit that. No wonder you decided to consult us. That about brings us up to speed. We'll begin investigating immediately. I was thinking we could start by interviewing each of the villagers. Feel free to do so. Incidentally, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. You may be better off speaking with them last. Thank you for looking into it. You're looking into this SSS. I hope you can get to the bottom of things. We'll do everything we can, Mr. Hayworth. Oh, he's messing with Ren's family. That's not good for your health. Derek's about to die. We should probably figure out what the fuck is going on before little Miss Angel of Slaughter comes in and kills him. As funny as it would be to watch a 12, 13-year-old right now, just murder a grown man. Let's not. Okay. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Well, the man has been staying here on and off. He was pleasant enough to be around, very polite at that. Polite, huh? I see. And would you happen to know this man's name? I believe it was Minith? Minith? Or at least that's what he wrote in the guest registry. Minith. At least we have a name to work with now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much to tell. He did call Derek up to his room a couple times to talk about something or another. That's pretty much all I know. Sounds like the secret meetings Chief Tolto's been worrying over. Yeah, not the most game-changing information, but it's something. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. I'm happy to be of service. If you really want to thank me, why don't you order some food while you're here? I won't be able to stream today too long. I need to go to groceries in like half an hour. Cause I'm out of foods. Old man Rio Ear in a Rio Ear general store. Yeah, I have a few questions for you. Oh, him. He's got a keen eye, I can tell you that much. What do you mean by that? Well, the man's become infatuated with our honey. He's raving about it being a surefire hit that he could sell across the entire continent. Sell across the entire continent. What is he, a trader or something? Never heard him outright say it, but that seems likely. With a certain taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. I'd be thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example. Is that so? Well, now we know the dude is some kind of merchant. It's good information to have. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. Feel free to talk to me again anytime. Questions for you. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, him? If I describe the man, I might say considerate. Considerate, can you elaborate? Once he was passing by the children as they were playing, and they accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than raise a fuss, he paid it no mind. In fact, he even gave them some candy. He didn't decide whether to thank, compliment, or apologize to them. He had me speechless. Interesting. Well, thanks for your time. Okay, we have more info to go off of now that we've spoken to the villagers. This man is named Minith, and he's believed to be a foreign merchant. He's supposedly a kind man as well. The type that's courteous, patient, and caring with kids. Until then, we don't know why he's here in the first place, and that's suspicious in and of itself. I mean, what would I do if kids got my clothes dirty? I probably wouldn't give a shit. You make a good point. Yes, we never did learn of a motive in any of those conversations. The biggest thing that stands out is him talking with the village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test. I'm inclined to agree. It's congruent with everything else we heard. I say we should follow up on that. Wait, look over by the entrance. That's Elka, the one who went with Derek into the city. Must have just gone back. Let's go speak with him. Excuse me, Elkin, right? We've got a couple of questions, a couple of things we'd like to ask you. Oh yeah, what can I do for you? Let me guess, you came to ask about my shiny Orbo truck here. No, sorry to disappoint. Oh, really? But it's the Vern Company's latest model. Minith gave it to me for real cheap. Hold on just a moment. By Minith, you mean the foreigner who's been visiting the village recently, correct? It's how cheap are we talking here? Get this. I got it for the low price of just 50,000 Miro. Considering how easy it is to get 50,000 Miro. Only 50,000? What I wouldn't give to be that lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me or something? Easy, Noelle. I can see you turning as green as your hat. Sorry, force of habit. Moving past Noelle's mechanophilia. Oh boy. The average market value of a new truck should be nearly 500,000 Miro, which makes the amount you paid exorbitantly low. That'd be a 90% discount. It sounds more like charity than a bargain. Well, we said the price cut was so we could make our work easier without breaking our budget. Me and Derek have been working out some sort of plan. I guess it's coming along. That minute, I tell you, my hat's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. Anyway, this minute guy's the real deal. So you say, wait a minute, did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief Tota said you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce. We did, but Derek told me he'd catch a bus back to the village later. Said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Another meeting with Minith, I'm guessing. Hey Lloyd, this could be our chance. Speak with him face to face, probably, yeah. Should over and check things out. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. This was very helpful. No problem. Not that I get what you're after, but hey, good luck all the same. I just stared off into space. I'm not fully here. One, two. Alright, we'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking to you as always. No, wait, aren't you? Pardon us. You're Derek from Armorica Village, correct? That's me. There's something I can help you with. I probably should have opened with this, but we're with the Crossbow Police Special Sports Section. We have a few questions we'd like to ask. That's so. Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? So you even called the police, huh? That's just rich. He had his reasons. I already know his game. He's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? Oh, nothing to hide. Ask me anything you want. Not the reaction I was expecting. Yeah! His reaction's actually making me kind of anxious. I'll get straight to the point then. We were told that you've been meeting in the secret with a man named Minith recently. Would you mind explaining why? Whatever, it's not as though my father can do anything about it. Minith has been helping me out with a little project of sorts. It's all part of my plan to revolutionize the village. Revolutionize the village, he says. Why would you keep something so important from your father? Well, intention or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? Try talking to my father about this kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever has to say is that I've lost sight of our ideals and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. If things continue the way they are, a rural village like ours has no future. A real meaningful reform is the only way for us to keep Armorica alive. My father doesn't understand that one bit. Oh, I do be dying a bit. See, and it's from there that you encounter this Minith character. Although my father is actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he helped me discover a huge opportunity for our village's apiary. Plan on working with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. You what? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own beeswax. That's all I have to say to you. You all you came for, right? I need to get back to the village if you don't mind. That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off. Hey, are any of you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe we could try speaking with this Minith guy for ourselves. If we call, maybe they'll give us a better idea of what the Jamoke's all about. What do you say we show ourselves in? There goes nothing. Who is it? I didn't order any service. Excuse me, we're looking for a Mr. Minith? Apologize for bothering you, but we're with the Crossbell Police Special Sports Section. We have a couple questions to ask you. Oh dear, you're police officers. Why didn't you say so sooner? Come in, the door's unlocked. This feels almost too easy somehow. Yeah. Maybe he's more of a wheeler dealer than we think. Alright, we're coming in. Eh! The police to make your acquaintance. I'm Minith. What brings you here today? Like I said, we have a few simple questions we'd like to answer. Will that be alright? But of course, I'd be delighted to help an officer of the law. Is there some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps? Not exactly, no. This pertains to you specifically. I want to know more about you and what brought you to Armorica Village. Could you start by telling us about yourself? Oh, this is a surprise. But seeing as you're police officer, I suppose I have no reason not to cooperate. To reiterate, my name is Minith, and I'm a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales and operations. I've been visiting Armorica Village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company. Did you say the Quincy Company? Not ringing any bells, personally. You heard of them, Ellie? In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the most prominent names in their field. You can even get their products here in Crossbell. Yeah, that does sound familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolates as a kid. I always paid more attention to what was in the wrappers than what was on them. That's quite alright, young man. I too was what one might call brand blind in my youth. You see, despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. It was my long-standing reputation as an irrefusable salesman, in fact, that led me to my current position. My apologies. I didn't mean to get us off track with my personal milestones. It's fine. We're the ones who asked. So about that business deal with Armorica Village you mentioned. Would it happen to have anything to do with Derek, the son of the village chief? He told us that it has something to do with the future of the village. Oh, did he now? In that case, I suppose there's no sense of keeping those details in the wraps. Yes, Derek and I have indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days. We were aware of that much. Could you elaborate? But of course. The Quincy Company is constantly seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business. As such, the head office tasked me with a project to that effect. The goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand into Crossbell. In other words, you want to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy Company here in our state. Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in the city. There I found it. The luxurious high-grade honey produced in Armorica Village. That honey is made with the lotus flowers from the village's fields. Do recall Mr. Hayworth praising it for its quality. And he should. That honey is the product of nature's bounty, passed down through the ages for generations. Seeing those fields was like the goddess herself showing me the way to a brand new confectionery venture. Call it the Armorican Honey Company. Armorican Honey Company. Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. The plan of selling candy is made primarily for Armorica Village's delectable honey, but in order to do so, we will need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. So I approached the incoming chief, Derek, with the most magnificent proposal. I asked if he would like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise. He offered to make Derek the manager of a Quincy Company subsidiary. Naturally, my company would make full use of its sales and marketing expertise. The fields, too, would be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the villagers, after all. On the contrary, we wish only to ease their life's burdens. Where do you intend on building a factory, though? After discussing a great many possibilities, I've settled on utilizing the village's property, private property on Old Armorica Road. Since it has only ever been used for storage, Decker was readily willing to agree to the arrangement. No doubt almost anybody would be under those terms, especially with how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out a winner, isn't that just swell? I'm so glad you understand. In my eyes, Derek's talents and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. Wow, words. With that, I've divulged all that I can. Does that answer your questions? It does, thanks for your cooperation. I think we have a much better grasp of what's going on in the village now. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss further? Not at the moment, no. Sorry to take up your time. We'll be going now. No problem at all, officers. Come again anytime. Please take care. Where do we even begin? This is quite a plan they put together. Evidently, Minith is more shrewd a man than we took him for. The whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly. At any rate, I think we've got all the answers we were looking for. Yeah, let's head back to Armorica Village. Chief Tota is going to want to hear about this. I don't believe this. Minith is with the Quincy Company. Then there's this whole Armorican Honey Company business. This is quite an extensive plan they have, and it involves building a factory on the village's private property, no less. Never did I take Derek as the type to pursue something like this. Has Derek returned to the village yet, by the way? That's right, I don't believe I see him around. He said he'd be returning to the village when we ran into him at the hotel. Well, I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. Said he's been renting a room for himself at the Ashtray Inn. I understand Minith has been staying there as well. Perhaps that was Derek's reason for relocating. That way his plans to industrialize our land could proceed without my knowing. What a shameful excuse for a father I am. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What if moving into the ash tree was actually Minith's idea rather than Derek's? Maybe it was him who was trying to keep you from catching wind of what's going on. What do you mean? I'll let our dashing leader here handle the details. Ignoring that first part, I'll do my best to explain. There's something more to this than we realize, Lloyd. Keep in mind that I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicions about this Minith character. What do you mean? The plan he laid out for us would supposedly benefit everyone involved. Armorica Village gains a new industry, while the Quincy Company gains a subsidiary in a market they want to expand in. At a glance, it all seems well and good. Almost too good to be true, don't you think? Well, now that you mention it, as another point of concern, consider the ridiculously low price at which Minith sold the new Orbital truck to Elkin. In this context, we can think of it as an upfront investment. An Orbital truck isn't something you give to someone at random, not at the prices they go for. I've never heard of one selling for only 50,000 mira until now. What you two are getting at is that he knows he's going to make that mira back, doesn't he? That is very strange indeed. A company as large as Quincy wouldn't normally invest this much capital into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed. It leads me to believe that Minith has an ulterior motive. One that's guaranteed to make him a profit. This is all just conjecture, of course. But I would still suggest that you keep what we're saying in mind. We'll have to be very careful about how we approach this matter. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. Feels as though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help. Happy to, Chief Tota. Are you saying you could handle it from here? We could continue investigating if you'd like. That's alright, you've done more than enough for now. As soon as I heard about their plans to build a factory on our property, I knew I could never support such a thing. I'll have to speak with Derek later and try to persuade him, not just as his father, but as a chief. Perhaps that would be for the best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow up with us if there's anything else we can do. Of course, I'll be sure to call on you again if the need arises. And now I'm stranded in Armorica Village. Let's get back to the city, and then I will... Oh, no, we're not stranded. Perfect. Alright, well, it is now almost 3 o'clock. I have been live for a little under 2 hours. Unfortunately, I have to end the stream early. Well, earlier than I'd like, because I'm out of food, and I need to go grocery shopping, so... I will see you guys tomorrow for normal time stream.